Dear students, I hope all of you are safe at homes. As we know, we could not complete the entire syllabus of industrial electronics due to many reasons. So now I like to complete at least one chapter, that is second chapter of your industrial electronics subject, that is uh, inverters, SMPS and UPS. So totally there are 10 topics to be covered. So starting from need of inverters, operation of inverters, MOSFET based inverter, PWM voltage control of inverters, applications of inverters, and then SMPS, its applications with block diagrams also, and UPS offline and online, MOSFET based UPS, and applications of UPS. It's quite less number of topics are there, so we could complete easily. So let us start with inverter first. So this diagram easily illustrates what an inverter is. Inverter is basically a power electronic circuit. We know power electronic circuit. So it makes use of certain power electronic devices and it converts DC input into AC output. So it is a circuit meant for converting DC input into AC output. So I am trying to give the most of the details with regard to invert in the diagram itself. So as we see, DC input can be of two types. Where from we get DC? We can get DC from a battery, or we can get DC from a controlled rectifier also. Output of a controlled rectifier will be DC. So either way we can get DC input as shown here. So battery and also controlled rectifier output. They can provide us the DC input. Similarly, we are going to get AC output. So AC output, that AC output should be, so that AC output should be variable in terms of voltage, that is magnitude, in terms of frequency and also wave shape. So we need in certain times, in certain applications we need variable voltage, in certain times we need variable frequency and also wave shapes. So our output can be a variable in different parameters. Voltage can be varied, frequency can be varied, or wave shape can be varied. So basically an inverter is a converting circuit which converts DC input into AC output. So apart from input and AC, there is a concept of control also. We need to control the inverter operation. So this control can be of two different kinds: force commuted or line commuted. So force commuted means we can do it internally it can be done. So line commuted means externally. Anyhow, we are going to read this contents in the introduction part and need of inverters also. So I'll read the content and also explain to some extent. So introduction part. So the inverters are DC to AC converters. The DC source is normally a battery or output of a control rectifier circuit. So they are used in induction motor drives, UPS, standby power supplies, and induction heating. So these are the uses of inverters. So induction motor drives, UPS, standby power supplies, and induction heating, as we have already seen, for induction heating we need some variable frequency, different frequency, AC with a high frequency input. So the output voltage waveform of the inverter can be square waves, quasi square wave, sine wave, etc. So the output can be controlled with the help of drives of the switches. Okay, the PWM techniques can be used. And so if it is a non-sinusoidal, if certain non-sinusoidal signals will contain harmonics means we know the multiples of the basic frequency, the fundamental frequency. So these frequencies should be reduced to get the required sinusoidal signal. So if it is square wave or something else, we need to control or reduce the harmonics so that we get a pure sinusoidal signal. And there can be two different types based on constant input voltage or constant input current, that is voltage fed inverter and current fed inverter. If voltage is constant, it is constant fed voltage fed inverter. If current is constant, it is current fed inverter. So this is the introduction part. So device that converts the DC power into AC power at desired output voltage and frequency is called an inverter. So the output voltage should also be changed. Output frequency should also be changed. It should be, an inverter should be capable of providing us with output voltage and also frequency variations. So again it is repeated here. If you see, AC drives, adjustable AC drives, induction heating, standby or aircraft power supplies. So for aircraft applications, we need always a standby supply is needed. ఎప్పుడు కూడా మనకి స్టాండ్ బై సప్లైస్ ఉండాల్సిన సిచ్యువేషన్స్ వస్తాయి. అక్కడల్లా మనము ఇన్వర్టర్స్ని యూజ్ చేస్తాం. సో యూపీఎస్, we know uninterrupted power supply for computers, high voltage DC transmission lines. So for all these applications, we need inverters. This is basically the need of inverters. The same thing we have as applications of inverters. If you see, induction motor drives, UPS, standby power supplies, induction heating, the same thing is covered under applications also. So if you observe, the need of inverters and also the applications of inverters are both are same. So next comes line commuted inverters and force commuted. Line commuted inverters, as we already told, it is external way of controlling the inverter. So we need to control externally, means the AC voltage source, whatever the AC voltage source which is used for converting it DC. Here we have seen output of control rectifier can also be used for DC input. So this output of control rectifier should be controlled. So such case is called phase control converters. So in such case, we need to voltage level, frequency, waveform, all these cannot be changed in the case of line commuted inverters, where we are focusing on the input side, that is external side. So on the other hand, if you see, the force commuted inverters provide an independent AC voltage, independent AC output, or adjustable voltage, adjustable frequency. So this is nothing but PWM technique. If you see, so this is called PWM technique is used for converting, for obtaining the independent AC output irrespective of the input fluctuations.